Hi everyone, I'm Nayeli Hernandez and I am a junior, so that makes me feel really old right now. I'm a double major in elementary education and Chinese, and I am getting a certificate in mathematics and East Asian studies. So a little bit about me, I'm originally from Chicago, and where I grew up in is predominantly Mexican, so that I actually didn't really start hanging out in the Asian American community until I got to high school, where I was involved with Asian orgs such as Japanese club, Cambodian Thai club. So coming to college here was a very big shock because there was really no minority groups, which is why I joined ASU as well as HASA and other organizations. And I guess I have kind of a similar experience, but from a different standpoint. Being Mexican American on campus, a lot of people judge me because I have a lot of Asian American friends. So most of the time they try to guess my race and they try to think I'm an Asian person just because I hang out with Asian people. So they kind of judge me beforehand, and a lot of them are very curious as to why I hang out with Asian Americans. And honestly, it's not like I have a preference. It's just that it happens to be that I'm here and I experience similar things as all of you have. It's feeling left out because my parents immigrated to America as well. So my first language is Spanish and not English. I am running for the secretary position, and I guess some of the qualities that I have that could be used towards this position is that I work a lot with children. So it's really crucial that I be organized and always have backup plans. In case something falls through, I always have to have a backup plan in case I just don't want to have a room full of kids and nothing to do and then have them just stare at me. So I actually know a lot of icebreakers, a lot of activities that I don't even need materials for and can just pick up right away. Also organized with time management, working with kids, some things go a little too long or fall short. So I always keep an eye on time. I'm also considering media chair. So some of the experience I have with that is that I do photography mostly as an interest. I have been featured in the Center for Educational Opportunity newsletter with some of my photos over the summer. And yeah, do you guys have any questions?
Does anybody have questions for Nayeli?
How fast can you take notes?
I'm actually pretty quick. I learned how to type when I was in middle school, and you had like the little yellow coverings. I feel so old now. You had the yellow coverings where you had exams, so I can type without looking at my computer screen. So that helps. Victoria.
Yeah, so this is for the media chair, because, yeah, I'm media chair right now, and media chair doesn't just purely involve like photography. So do you have any like skills in like Adobe Suites or other sort of programs like Illustrator and Photoshop or anything?
I've worked with some of them, not to the extent that I want to, but since it requires it, then I would be willing to go to workshops because I know the campus holds some, like do a tech center. So I am willing to take classes on that to learn more about it. Any other questions?
Have there been times where you feel like you don't fit into the Asian American community because you're not Asian?
That's a good question. I guess there are times where I feel that way, but I feel that people don't do it on purpose. Sometimes they think that I'm not going through similar experiences, but then when they explain it to me, I tell them about myself and they're able to relate to me. So I feel most of the times when I do, it's just because I haven't really known the person, but once we get to know each other, then we can understand each other more. Anybody else?
What can you bring to ASU?
I guess like what everyone else was talking about, I guess I can bring different perspectives, especially not being Asian American. I know I've gone to many of the workshops where there are points that have been left out just because it's being seen through like an Asian American's point of view, while there are other minorities who also face the same problems on campus. Aisha.
What other leadership experiences have you had?
Most of the leadership experience that I've had have involved students, like younger students. So I've worked in summer camps where I have been a counselor. I have led workshops through that counseling, so I've had to actually type up lesson plans as well and execute them, not just on my own, but with other counselors. So I've worked a lot with people, and I have that communication there. So I've also worked in a classroom with students, and I have led, what do you call it, lessons. So I guess, yeah.
Any more questions?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So, you ranked secretary as your first choice, so, it's not about like how fast you can type, but also like being like able to like focus and listen to the meeting, because there are going to be times where you have to like take notes on certain things. And also not just that, but you do like send out weekly emails. So, can you say something about like, are you a good listener? Like, are you able to focus? Stuff like that.
Sorry, that was a weird question.
Because there are times you will have to listen to almost a dozen people talking.
No, that makes sense. I feel like I'm a very good listener, especially working with kids and they're all yelling on top of each other. I've learned to listen to everyone, and when I don't understand, I feel like I'm able to talk to people to get them to clarify what they're saying, especially like their important points, and go off there. And I know with the emails as well, you include other organizations. So I actually have met a lot of people on campus since being here for 3 years, and I feel like I have the connections with them to have them like send me emails about their events or what they're doing with their organization to include in the emails.
Thank you.